Hello children. So let's start with our third session. Chapter is over. We are finished with this chapter, Macbeth. I hope you have read the chapter, okay, and try to understand it. PDF, I'll be sending you question answers through this PDF. Now we will proceed with pronouns. We have already started with pronouns, reflexive pronouns and personal pronouns. Now you know the definition of pronoun. Again, I'll repeat. Pronoun are words used instead of nouns. For example, he, she, it, they. Now under these pronouns, we studied personal pronouns and reflexive pronouns. Now today, what we are going to do, we are also going to learn indefinite pronouns. What are they? It is indefinite Now, what are indefinite pronouns? We have already we have come across pronouns like we, as, they, them, many, isn't it? Okay. Now, here indefinite pronouns. Now, if there are words like one or body, okay, if such words are added, they become indefinite pronouns like someone, anyone. They are all one words, no? Then and everybody, somebody. Now such words, they come under indefinite pronouns. It's very simple, it's very easy to understand. I'll just read and tell you what's there in your book. The two men, go to page number 30. Okay, open everybody your books. Go to page number 30. There you'll see, we'll see the grammar part. Some examples are given, I'll just read out. The two men raced across the heath. They were returning from war. You have already, you know when to use what? Which pronoun has to be used. Now since there are two men, okay, so we'll use they. If there was a man, then it would have become he. Macbeth sent a message to Lady Macbeth. He also told her about the witches. Lady Macbeth had nightmares. She dreamed that she had blood on her hands. Now see how the use of proper pronouns have been used in these sentences. The words in color are pronouns. A pronoun refers back to a noun used earlier in the sentence or in the context. In the first sentence, the pronoun they refers back to the noun men. The antecedent is a word for which pronoun stands. Now, what is an antecedent? Antecedent is nothing but a word or a phrase used as a substitute. It's not difficult to understand. Which stands, okay, for which a pronoun stands. Men is the antecedent of they. The pronoun may agree with this antecedent in number. Number means the singular noun and the plural noun. They are called as numbers, not mathematical or arithmetical. Arithmetic numbers. These are English. English numbers means singular noun, plural noun. A singular pronoun must replace a singular noun. I'll show you that how it has been used. A plural pronoun must replace a plural noun. Now see, Kunal read out a poem. He had written the poem. Kunal is a singular noun, one person. So, what will be this? If a pronoun is in the singular form, then the noun also will be singular. Replaced, it will be replaced in a singular noun. The children, now it is plural, right? The children, plural noun, will be replaced with a plural pronoun. The children had lunch first and then they ran out to play. We have already learned these pronouns right from I think second standard, right? So it is a very familiar topic and it's very easy also, nothing difficult to understand. So I'll continue with the exercise that is there in our book. You can take a pencil and start writing the answers as I say. Complete these sentences with correct pronouns. Aruna slipped on the stairs. She hurt her knee. See, a plural noun is been replaced by a singular noun is been replaced by a singular pronoun. Aruna is a singular noun and she is a singular pronoun. The boys are having dinner now. So what should be the answer? They will go to sleep after an hour. They. You can in the blank you write they. The doctors were happy with Mrs. Rao's progress. They knew that she would recover soon. You can write down the doctors were happy with Mrs. Rao's progress. They knew that she would recover soon. Progress spelling is wrong. You can correct it. Progress. Progress. All students and parents are invited for the annual function. What will be there in the blank now? Which pronoun you'll use? They have to be present in the hall at night. Vishal's results are out. He has performed very well. He. The girls are out camping. They are having a lovely time. In the blanks you have to write they. Now see, they have already what I have written. Now this is about indefinite pronouns. It's there in our book. Let's see. Nobody, someone, everybody, something, anything are indefinite pronouns. Indefinite pronouns do not refer to a particular or a specific person or a thing. Now if I say anybody or anyone, means someone, not particularly that person or that girl or this boy. Okay, so if anyone was a danger to Macbeth, they were murdered. This is an example. Anyone is an indefinite pronoun. We use the plural form when we refer back to an indefinite pronoun. Now see, when there is an indefinite pronoun, we will use the plural form. Okay, so now I think you have understood. I'll just tell you one more point. Indefinite pronouns do not refer to a specific person or a thing. Second, indefinite pronouns that end with one or body refers to persons, and indefinite pronouns that end with thing refers to things. Now I just wrote two, no? Body or thing. This refers to things like something, anything, okay, everything. Anything, etc. Okay, we'll go with the exercise. Children, just see, come to page number 31. Choose the correct pronouns from the brackets to complete these sentences. Someone said that dash were too tired to skate. So what will you write? Someone said that. I told you. Just see in the box here, they have written anyone is an indefinite pronoun. We use the plural form. See here, you can underline it if you want, underline with a pencil. We use a plural form when we refer back to an indefinite pronoun. Now here, see someone is an indefinite pronoun, correct? So now here, what you will use? A plural pronoun. So what will be the plural pronoun here? Plural form will be they, isn't it? They were too tired to skate. If someone had an opinion about the cleanliness of the school, they should state it. Someone. See? So what will be the answer? They should state it. Nothing was put back in dash place. Now it's a thing, nothing. Okay. Place after the children played in this room. So what should be the answer? Back in its. Thing is not a boy or a girl, right? So it is a non-living thing. So it will become its. Each of the boys refused help, saying that Dash would like to work on Dash own. So see, each of the boys refused help, saying that they, in the blank you write, they would like to work on their own. Their, their own. The spellings are already given. Okay. Now if you have written this in homework book, you have to write this A and B exercise. Grammar homework book. Literature CW book we have. In that we will write only question answers and reference to context. Nothing beyond that. And in grammar book you will do exercise A and B. I'll write that in the end. Now let's move on with the expressions. We are doing lots of expressions. Okay, so we are learning lots of expressions, right? We learned binomial expressions. Now we'll learn expressions with no. You know, yes or no words, right? So we'll learn expressions. Let's see now how we can use them in our words. See here. There is no need to visit the witches again. So here there this in context with this example, we will try to work on this exercise. Okay, there are only 6, yeah, 7, 8. Yeah, we'll do that, and it's already there in the boxes. They have already given us the words. So let's see how to use them appropriately. Complete these sentences with expressions from the box. First one, I have tried my best, but there is, just try to search, children. Try to search from the box which should be the word. You read the concluding sentence. I have tried my best, but there is dash that I can help you in this matter. There is no way. Just write it down. There is no way that I can help you in this matter. Written? Okay. We have dash. We need to submit the assignment tomorrow. So we have no choice. Yeah. You can copy the spellings from that orange box up there. We have no choice. We need to submit the assignment tomorrow. Our team has not performed well. We have dash of winning the tournament now. So we have no choice. Write it down. Our team has not performed well. We have no choice of winning the tournament now. Next, there is dash to worry. It is only a mild fever. There is no need. You can copy the spellings. No need. Stay away from Vikram. He is up to no good. Stay away from Vikram. He's up to no good. Sixth, it is dash complaining. They will not bother to answer your letter. So what should be the answer here in the blank? It is no use complaining. Can you help me with the ironing? Dash, what would you want me to iron? So, what you will write? Can you help me with the ironing? No problem. No problem. What would you want me to iron? So you start, see after question mark, no, you start with capital N. And no. There is dash that is in the right thing to do, that there is dash that this is the right thing to do. We must go ahead with this plan. So the answer will be there is no doubt. D-O-U-B-T. There is no doubt. Okay, now go to next page, children. 32. Listening, we need to listen as audio. So it's not there. We'll skip this. Now see here, speaking skills. Speaking skills, we cannot do it here just because the recorded classes are going on. Now this is about a debate. What is a debate? Debate is there will be a conversation or two people, two groups of people will speak about one topic. One group will speak against, okay, opposing, and one people will speak for. That is a debate. Okay, when we choose a certain topic, okay, based on that, either you have a good opinion about it or a bad opinion about it. Okay, so we'll do that physically when we are in school again. Till then, what you can do is you can just here it's there already. Make a note of the main points discussed by both groups and assess with each. Okay, you can just think about it. See, one topic is given, the witches were responsible for Macbeth's actions. Do you agree or disagree? So if you agree, just write some 4 points. Okay, why do you agree? And if you disagree, just try to write 4 points. That's it. Now next, we'll go with the writing. Okay, here imagine that you are walking through a deserted park with a friend. Suddenly the three witches appear before you. Write an imaginating account of what happened after that. You can mention. Now see, in this story we saw when Macbeth and Banquo, they were coming from after fighting or battling the war. Okay, when they were coming through the forest, they came across these witches, right? So in the same manner, just imagine. You don't have to have a practical experience. Just imagine and see if you can write some points. Okay, this is not compulsory, but you can just think over it. Huh? Okay. Now next here, next to page number 33, we have this dictionary work. You have to refer a dictionary. Refer to dictionary and choose the correct word to complete these sentences. If you have understood the lesson, if you have read the lesson, you don't need to open the dictionary, you will understand which word you have to use. Okay, now I am giving you. The witches in Macbeth are dash creatures. Are they superior? Are they superior or they are supernatural? They'll be supernatural. So you will write supernatural creatures. They dashed Macbeth with hopes of becoming king. So what did they do? They taunted him? No, they tempted him, right? Okay, yes. So they tempt Macbeth with hopes of becoming a king. However, they tell Banquo that his dash and not Macbeth's will be kings in the future. Who are those? Are they relatives? No, no. What was it? If you read the lesson or if you heard when I was telling you, what did they say? His future children. So who are they? They are descendants. What you will write? They are descendants. It's there in the book spelling. So you just copy it. Okay. To begin with, Macbeth doubts their dash. Is there any word called credulity? Is there? Credibility. So the right word is credibility. To begin with, Macbeth doubts their credibility. Yes. Later, he goes back to them with a request that they dash his future in more detail. So we'll write here predict. Predict means assuming. So you'll write later he goes back to them with the request that they predict his future in more detail. They dash that Macbeth has no one to fear except Macduff, The thane of Fifi. So the answer will be prophesize. Okay, it's not prophecy, it's prophesize. 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 Okay, now till here, we are done till here. Huh? We'll move on with the pronunciation. Pronunciation also, actually we have a CD where we can show you if you are there in the class. Now I'll do it, you can repeat it after me. First I'll just read, okay. Okay, you can start saying with me, make sure you pronounce the end syllables clearly. Okay, marks. You can repeat with me, marks, hands, which is, see the use of S and ES. The plurals of nouns that end with F, K, P, T have an S sound at the end. Look at this now. Tax. See, tax. Carts. Tracks. The plural forms of nouns, the plurals of nouns that end with B, D, G, L, M, N, R, W, V, Y have a Z sound at the end. Look at this, beds. See, beds, bells, straws. The plural of nouns that end with CH, SH, SZ have an IZ sound at the end. Look here, watches, brushes, gases. Say these words aloud, then listen to check if you have pronounced. Okay. Now you have to do it on your own. You can repeat after me as I'm doing it. So let's start. Okay, we'll start in a vertical wise. Looks, friends, switches, tires, keys, bridges, torches, sledges, features, prizes, nibs, horses, ships, flags, flakes, rights, waves, bricks, slates, boxes and leaves. Understood? You can read it once again. Okay. Now here you have a project. See, I told you in the beginning, William Shakespeare was a very famous literature. He had written almost 40 plays. Now you can, here they have told you to choose any 5 plays. So you just choose one play, no need to choose 5 plays. You just choose one play and collect information on the plays and prepare a scrapbook. Okay. Now in that, see what they have told. From each play, now one play you choose, you should include a historical background, whether it is a tragedy or a comedy, a description of the character that you liked best, a short story in your own words, summary, and what you found interesting about the play. So you choose anyone. There are many. Okay. You do this. Now I'll just write the homework on the board today. Literature part I have told you, literature classwork book, only question answers and reference to context. Now I'll just tell you about the grammar part. Now grammar, you have a 100 pages classwork book. In that you will, okay, this is a grammar book, right? In that first one, A exercise you will do. Okay, first one, exercise A. It's on page number 30. Yes, page number 30. 2, exercise B, page number 31. These two you do. Then we'll go to page number. Okay, you do this also, vocabulary again. Okay, the vocabulary part, okay, complete the sentences with expressions, that will be C. So that will be exercise C. Again, it is on page number 31 only, about this expressions. Okay, I am writing here expressions. With no, you can put this heading. Children. Okay. Then fourth one, what you'll do, there was one exercise now here, dictionary work on page number 33. That you write exercise D. Okay, fourth one. Exercise D. This is on page number 33. Okay. You just choose the correct words to complete the sentences. That you do. Dictionary work, it's there. Okay. Done? Understood what will go in your grammar classwork book? This is your homework for grammar classwork book. Now homework. In your homework book, you have a homework book, no? Huh? In that homework book, what I told you here, the which is a responsible speaking skill, right? Under that speaking skill, in that you write just 4 or 5 sentences I told you, no? Do you agree or disagree? Okay, you write only 4 points. Okay, for speaking skills, first one, you write speaking skills, okay? Write 4 points, that's all. 4 points. Then here, the project is given, no? The project is given here. So you don't write the project, just select any one Shakespeare's play. Select one play, I'll write. Okay, select any one play and prepare collect information on the play and prepare a scrapbook. Okay, so you will prepare a scrapbook. Okay. So what you will do is, that's it. This is very simple. You can just copy it from, this is very simple. You can just copy it from your textbook itself. This, with the help of your parents, your elders or your siblings, your sister, brothers, you can just do it. Or else you can do it on your own also. It's not very difficult. Yeah, this select any one play can be little this. You can ask your parents or grandparents, whoever can help you out. Okay, children. So here I'll just write it out. You have to select one play. Okay. Then you have to, what do you have to do? You have to collect information. Okay, collect information and prepare a scrapbook. Second is okay, now few hints are given. Based on this you can just write. Okay? Okay, children. Then see you in your next in the next section. Okay, I will be starting with the worksheet. In my next session we will do worksheet. Okay? See you then. Bye, children.